So what's going on? How you doing today? So I decided I would show a full workout from warm up to cool down. I often don't film my warm-ups because I don't think they're very interesting, but today I got a comment about filming my warm-ups and showing what I do. My original plan this week was to vlog every day and show you kind of a full week of what I do, but waking up on Monday, I really didn't feel it. On Tuesday, I didn't feel it. So if I don't really feel it, I'm not feeling great, I'm not really gonna film. I do these videos because I enjoy them. So if I do it when I'm not having fun, I'm really not gonna enjoy making these videos. But anyway, the real idea whenever I warm up is to warm up the body, raise the tissue temperature, and then to mobilize and stabilize anything that I think needs mobilizing or stabilizing. And often I really don't need to do that for most of my workouts. However, when I do Olympic lifting, which is what I'm doing today, my plan is to do power snatches and clean and jerk, working on the split jerk. And whenever I do Olympic weightlifting, I really need to help mobilize a lot of my body because otherwise I just simply cannot get into the positions needed for this sport. So often I need to work entirely on my ankle mobility, my hips, my shoulders, and my thoracic spine are the main problem areas. And in fact, that's all of the things that need working on for anyone who does Olympic weightlifting. And all of these exercises, I'm pretty sure you can figure out what the intent of each of these are. And here I just get the bar and I put it on my knees and sort of just really get into the deep squat. This is sort of a weighted stretch, and I would recommend it. I quite like it. A lot of weightlifters seem to do it, and I just sort of sit there. Also, this video filming is in 2x speed. I do not move this fast in real life, although it would be kind of nice if I could move this fast, and the reason I'm doing Olympic weightlifting is so I can move faster. Now this is simply for warming up my body now, getting ready. My first exercise I'm going to be doing is snatches. Here, this exercise is a good way to get squats in while also warming up your scapula. You kind of get to the bottom of the squat and then you raise your hands up and really use your scapula to move your hands up. You really want to be able to stabilize your shoulders and your upper back whenever you're doing any of these motions. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to really hurt and something's going to break. And now I'm just trying to get a little more explosive, doing some jumps, get my knees stable, focusing on the landing. Now I always start, whenever I work on snatches, I always try and play around with the PVC pipe, the technique bar, just in order to get used to that positioning. Since I'm very new to this, I really need to stop saying so often. I haven't done a voiceover in quite a while. But if you are getting into Olympic weightlifting, I would really recommend using a PVC pipe to really get used to this. Here you can see I'm trying to work on the catch. This is one of the hardest positions for me to get into. And now this exercise is just to trying to help my thoracic mobility and to help again warm up the scapula and my shoulder blades. So I actually brace my core there while using my upper back to move the bar up into that position. Now, of course, I always start with just the bar, try and get used to it, just warm up more before I start putting on weight on the bar. Here the 5 kilo plates are pretty thin, so I just start at 40 kilos because if I used the 5 kilo plates, I would probably break them by dropping them. Another thing I do when I'm working on lighter weights is I do pause snatches because I have a lot of trouble with using my quads for the initial first drive and then switching into the second pull. So I often will just do a little pause at the knees so I'm able to separate them a little bit more and I can focus on each one separately. Now I will probably leave you for a little bit and let you watch the rest of my snatches in peace. I will be back when I start clean and jerking. Don't worry, I won't be gone for long. what's going on? I hope you enjoyed those lovely snatches. As you saw, they're all power snatches, which was the plan for today. And I failed at 80 kilos twice. Kind of disappointing since I did 80 kilos on last Saturday. But life is life. I was feeling weirdly unexplosive for a while. However, whenever I do snatches, my cleans end up feeling a lot better that day. And one of the things I'm working on is a split jerk here, which is the specific thing, but I'm doing the full clean and jerk since I wanted to get more cleans in. If I just worked on the jerk, I wouldn't get any of the cleans in. It's a very simple logic there. And as you can see, I changed the angle to more of a side angle because I wanted to make sure I'm getting my feet far enough apart. One thing is you want to get that front foot forward and so that the shin is at a right angle to the floor. Perpendicular to the floor, I believe, is the word. I should know that because I'm a math major, but I do not. And also you want to make sure that you get your back leg far enough so that there's some sort of knee bend, and you want to keep your upper body pretty stable and your hips stable. So I worked up pretty quickly, as you can see, 90 kilos. One thing on my cleans, I don't quite get the full triple extension. I should engage my hips and go for triple extension a little bit later than I do. I hit the bar a little low, and that does actually really affect my clean. Here you can see I really struggle with the 100 kilo clean, which I shouldn't because my clean form was not that good, and if you have a low contact point you also jump forward a bit. And with that low contact, with that terrible clean, I was too tired for the split jerk, and so I had to just try again. Extremely fast, and that's a split jerk. That's just a full clean and jerk PR. That's the heaviest clean and jerk I've ever done. I have done a 100 kilo clean and press, but that doesn't really count. And also after this workout, my shoulders were really feeling a little beat up. My traps were feeling beat up. Everything around my shoulder blade was feeling beat up. So I just decided to get some more blood flow into that area and just do some resistance bands for the rotator cuff and for my traps and the scaps. Just some simple stuff here, really focusing on the mind-muscle connection and just get the blood flow in so that, and just get them moving, make sure that they don't get too injured while I'm doing this. If I'm not training judo, I don't really want to be injuring myself in the gym. That's kind of a stupid thing to do. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. And also leave a comment on this.